Folks, in today's video we're going to explore some important dynamics regarding cover and concealment for you to consider should you find yourself in a firefight with a bad guy, right after the channel intro. Remember, you are ultimately responsible for protecting yourself and for providing for yourself. Live your life with honor and integrity, and always be the wolf hunter. Don't be the sheep, and never be the wolf. Welcome to this community. I'm an avid prepper, a police officer, and an oath keeper. And I'm also certified to teach firearms and the use of deadly force through my state's police academy. Please subscribe to this channel to see many more upcoming videos on prepping and self-defense. When I do my own firearms training, I like to incorporate movement and the use of cover and or concealment, also transition drills and the use of voice commands, the use of communication, and magazine changes, and even medical assistance. I think that these all are important parts of firearms training that should be regularly incorporated into your dynamic firearm drill so that they become motor muscle memory. Now, when I first started my firearms training years ago, I started learning the basic fundamentals of shooting first. You know, doing the typical static training of standing still and shooting at paper targets first. And then I began incorporating more dynamic drills into my firearms training, such as moving and use of voice commands, etc. Now, the reason that I like to incorporate moving towards cover and or concealment, and preferably cover, but the reason I like to incorporate these during my firearms training is that I want to train myself to automatically move during a violent confrontation, and preferably move towards cover. And this will hopefully assist in stopping the bad guy's bullets that may be coming my way. First, a moving target is much harder to hit than a target that's standing still. So if I'm moving, then hopefully it's going to be harder for the bad guy to hit me. Then second, a target that moves behind cover becomes even a harder target for the bad guy to hit, which then possibly gives me the upper hand in the fight. So today we're going to talk about the difference between cover and concealment. And to put it simply, cover has the ability to stop bullets, and concealment helps to hide you and hopefully makes you a harder target to hit. Good examples of cover are solid brick walls, engine blocks, thick trees, etc. And good examples of concealment are your typical walls in most homes, bush or shrubbery, car doors, etc. Now, obviously you want cover instead of concealment, but sometimes you just may not have good cover available. For example, you may end up in a firefight with a home intruder, and if you live in the typical frame house, your walls will probably not stop the typical round being fired at you by the bad guy. Now, a mistake that I regularly see people make with cover is that people have a tendency to want to get right next to the cover and to hug it. And I even have to fight this myself. And I think this is a natural reaction, as that piece of cover is offering us safety, so naturally we want to get as close to it as possible. But many times you want to put a little distance between you and that piece of cover, because with a few feet of distance you can many times slice the pie when engaging that bad guy. And we also have to remember that cover can sometimes suddenly turn into concealment depending on the rounds that the bad guy is shooting at you. What I mean is that a semi-thick wall may stop a 9mm round, but suddenly that same wall won't stop a 7.62 by 39mm round, thus possibly turning into what you originally thought was cover, turning it into only concealment. So that's just something to keep in mind, since our courts continue to release violent criminals back into society instead of keeping them locked up. Now, in cases where you only have concealment and no cover to use, you can still use that concealment to your advantage. You can use that concealment to maneuver yourself in such a way so that your body isn't in the place that a bad guy would expect should he take shots into that concealment in hopes of hitting you. An example would be if there's a wall or a door between you and the bad guy. That bad guy is probably going to expect you to be standing upright. So if he fires through that wall or through that door, he's probably going to fire at waist or chest height in hopes that he's going to hit you if he's going to opt to shoot you through that concealment. Simply put, since he can't see you, he's going to fire where he thinks that you're going to be. So if you've positioned yourself closer to the floor, then in theory the bad guy's bullets will fly over you. and then you can be waiting to counter ambush that guy once he enters the room that you're in. And another common use of concealment is when the military uses smoke to conceal themselves when they have to make a mad dash from one point to another. That smoke isn't going to stop the bullets that's been fired by the enemy, but it can make the soldiers a hard target for the enemy to set their sights on, thus giving the soldier a much better chance of making it from that one point of position to another. So there you have it, folks. I just wanted to bring up a couple of mistakes that I regularly see a lot of people make with the use of cover and concealment, and to also give some food for thought for utilizing the both of them. And for some of you experienced firearms guys, this video will have been very basic 101 type of stuff for you, but I know there are a lot of new people out there who will learn from this video. So if you're an experienced firearms guy, hey, please comment below with your thoughts on the subject and expand on it. And if you're new to firearms training, read those comments left below by others. This community has some really experienced people who always leave very valuable information in the comments section. I have started a Patreon account to raise money to purchase better equipment and editing software to make videos for this channel. If you opt to support this channel, it will only cost you $2 a month. And for that $2, you'll get access to my videos before I release them to everybody else on YouTube. And I will also be adding other rewards for supporters as I can. To support this channel on Patreon, simply go to www.patreon.com and search Ethical Preparedness and click on the Become a Patron button. Once you have become a patron, simply scroll down the page to get access to the videos before they are released on YouTube and also other posts. Folks, if you like this video, please support my channel by giving it a thumbs up, and please comment below with your thoughts, and please share this video by clicking on the icon, and if you haven't already done so, please subscribe to this channel as many more videos on prepping and self-defense are coming. Folks, since YouTube isn't always showing you when channels that you have subscribed to have released a new video, please hit the little bell icon so you are notified anytime that I release one. Find me on Facebook under Ethical Preparedness page. Just use the terms Ethical Preparedness page in Facebook's search box. In the times of old, there existed the paladin, a warrior with a strict honor code, who swore to protect the innocent, fully devoted to ridding the world of evil. In today's world, the evil man still exists. Men who prey on our elderly and our children, and who will cut our throats in our sleep the second they get a chance. But just as there are evil men in the world, we that are protectors must rise up also. Live our lives with honor, to continue our righteous path, and to wake up every day being unafraid to lay our lives down to protect